Hello YouTube. This is the first this kind of video that I've ever made. I clearly don't have the professional camera and microphone and computer editing software that a lot of other channels do, but this is the first, so we'll see where things go. I want to talk about the Broncos Colts game from yesterday. Talk about a heartbreaking loss as it's already been put. Especially the way the first half offense played. I mean, Knicks looked great. The running game looked great. I mean, talk about that perfect balance on that first drive. It was 6 plays, 3 runs, 3 passes, touchdown. You can't really ask for much more out of your offense than that, and that's what we've been hoping to see out of this Broncos offense this season, regardless of who's getting the ball, because I mean, we got so many fucking offensive weapons. I think we probably have a very underrated room in the offensive weapon department. But overall, we stuck the run a lot better than we did last week. I thought J.K. Dobbins had a great game. Bo Nix looked great in the first half. One of the biggest problems that, pretty glaringly obvious that we had was that the defense that a lot of people projected to be number one by the end of the season did not look like a number one defense in that game yesterday. It's funny. I told my wife at the beginning of the game, she's, God bless her, really trying these last couple of years to legitimately get into football and understand the game. I told her the 2 biggest issues we're going to have in that game defensively were going to be, Jonathan Taylor. That guy, he's not only probably one of the top 3 running backs in the league, is just as far as being a fucking beast goes, but he's one of the fastest sons of bitches in football. You give that guy any open field, whether it's up the middle, on the outside, as a running back, as a receiver, you give Jonathan Taylor any fucking room to roam, and he's gonna take that inch and run a fucking mile with it. That's just Jonathan Taylor. The guy's a beast of a player. And Warren was the other concern. One of the biggest problems that our defense has had since Super Bowl 50, when we lost some guys like Danny Trevathan and T.J. Ward, is covering tight ends. Alex Singleton, I don't think I even have to argue it. I think it's just statistical. Alex Singleton is one of the best fucking tackling linebackers in the game. He still can't cover tight ends. He doesn't have quite the speed. That's an area that we've really struggled. And I expected those two to be an issue in this game. I expected a good game. I kind of expected an offensive shootout. I'm no Daniel Jones fan by any means, but the kid has some arm talent, and we saw that in New York. We really saw that yesterday. He was kind of Danny Dimes 2 weeks in a row now. He looked good week 1. He looked good yesterday. He pulled off a couple of passes that I was sitting there going, holy shit. Like, wow. I did not expect him to pull off some of those throws. But if we're supposed to have the number 1 defense in the league, we ought to be able to defend against that shit. Even with Surtain, playing on an injured ankle, we still got Riley Moss, the White Shadow. We got Jahdae Barron, the rookie. We got Jaquan McMillan. We've got Hufanga. We've got Brandon Jones. I would have liked to see our secondary perform a little better than they did. But the biggest area we need to work on defensively is the middle. Defending against running backs, defending against tight ends going up the middle and on little curl routes, just all that shit. I was really happy with the way that we committed a lot more to the run, I feel like, this week than we did last week. I would have liked to see a little bit more RJ Harvey. I will admit that in the moments that we did see him that he didn't put up big numbers. Something that could have been a momentum and confidence thing just because he didn't see a lot of playing time. We mostly played Dobbins, which I think most of Broncos country expected, here early in the season. There, you draft a guy like Harvey, but you bring a guy like Dobkins in for that veteran presence and veteran experience. So I wasn't too surprised to see him get the lion's share, and he played a great fucking game. He really did. He looked great out there. Like I said, Knicks looked great the first half. One thing I was really, really happy about was seeing the development and the relationship between Bo Nix and Troy Franklin. To see them kind of go back to their college days and just be hooking up on those passes throughout the game, especially the first half. I was really happy about that. Kind of faded off in the second half. Didn't play as well. We didn't stay as committed to the run. I think that was one of the biggest mistakes, is not staying as committed to the run. Look, I'm not an NFL coach. I'm not Sean Payton. I don't get paid the fucking big bucks to do this shit or call these plays. So, I mean, at the end of the day, what the fuck do I know? I think we should have run that ball in that 3rd and 3. When Knicks threw the turnover there in the 4th quarter, we're already in field goal range. It's a 5-point game. Go for it on 3rd and 3 with the run. We can get a first down. Fucking great. Now we can focus on trying to get a few more yards and inching towards a touchdown. But if you can kick that field goal and make it an 8-point game, I mean, we're talking a difference maker there. And I know a lot of us, including myself, are still pretty pissy about that leverage penalty caused on that last kick. And so it was honestly a little confusing for me at first. I'm 32, coming up on 33, so I'm not as experienced as, obviously some other NFL fans, maybe some people hopefully watching this video. Still in almost 30 years of watching football, I think that's the first time I've ever seen a leverage penalty get called on a kick. And it was kind of all the buzz this morning among commentators. Everybody was a little confused, especially when they kind of re-examined it. And they saw that not only did the Colts get away with one on that Will Lutz missed kick, but that, I think they approximated that close to a third of the field goals in the NFL. If you really wanted to, you could call somebody for leverage on that. So I was a little iffy. And if we're being honest, I'm still a little salty about that blocked kick from Kansas City last year, where they had the illegal formation. 8 guys on the, I think it was the left-hand side of the line. I might be getting this side of the line wrong, but anyhow. Regardless, we needed to play a better game. Again, first half offense looked great. Even started the second half fairly strong and just kind of fell off the map. Defense did not play their best game. Again, I knew Jonathan Taylor was going to be a problem, and as I brought up earlier, tight end as well. We've struggled to cover tight end since Super Bowl 50. That's something that we got to get figured out. That's something that I'm hoping is going to get a little bit more figured out here when Dre Greenlaw eventually, hopefully, comes back healthy. Because that dude's a fucking beast. When Dre Greenlaw is healthy, that guy is a fucking beast. I'm hoping that's something we get figured out. Bottom line, as much as I'm kind of pissed about that call at the end of the game, which, I mean, if you're going by the rule book, if you're going by textbook, it was a legit call. It was. Doesn't mean I like it. I don't have to like it. I'm just a fan sitting here on my ass on the fucking couch watching the game. Nobody gives a shit if I like that call or not. That's irrelevant. We could have and should have done more to win this game. And I do want to say that I'm not taking anything away from the Colts on that. The Colts played great week 1. They played great week 2. I mean, Daniel Jones made some great fucking throws. Their offensive line protected him very well. I mean, our Denver defense led the fucking league in sacks last year. And we got, what, 1 sack this game? I think 1 sack. There's, I believe, to the best of my recollection, a second one that should have been a sack where some bullshit roughing the passer penalty was called. This is just the league we play in these days. I mean, you fart within 5 yards of Patrick Mahomes and they're going to call roughing the passer. I mean, it's the league we play in these days. We could have done more to win the game. We should have done more to win the game. I'm sorry for my apparent illiteracy there. I'm just hoping for far better week 3 for multiple reasons. Number 1, we need a bounce back game. Number 2, it's important to win against our divisional rivals. And number 3, there we go again with the illiteracy. Despite being a lifelong Broncos fan, I am from Southern California. My wife and I are this coming Sunday, week 3, going to go to SoFi and watch the Broncos-Chargers game. It's going to be my wife's first football game. I got some hope held out that, for multiple reasons, that we're going to step up and win this one. But in any case, we need to play a tighter game. Knicks only had 1 turnover. That's not horrific. I would have rather, obviously, seen him not have any turnovers. He had the one, and unfortunately, it was in a crucial moment. Had he had that 1 turnover in, say, the second quarter or some shit like that, it probably would have been just fucking fine. It probably would have been fine. He had it at a crucial moment in the fourth quarter, and whether you believe that the call on that missed field goal was bullshit or not, leverage, I swear to God, it's the first time I've ever heard that shit. Whether you believe that's a bullshit call or not, we could have and should have done more to win this game. Is what it is. We move on. We're going on to week 3. We're going to face the Chargers here in LA. I will be at that game. And I'm hoping that I have a more cheerful video to post next week. And hey, it'd be cool if this channel could get off the ground. I don't want to sound like a cliche YouTuber, but now posting this video, I'm kind of realizing why they say this shit. Like, subscribe, the notification bell thing. Forgive my awkwardness. Hopefully I will see you guys in the future.